name is Ahmed, and I'm a Palestinian.
My name is Andrea Kanan, and I am Palestinian.
My name is Izzuddin, and I'm Palestinian.
My name is Sharif Hassan, and I'm Palestinian.
My name is Ilyas, and I'm not Palestinian.
My name is Hanan. I'm not Palestinian.
My name is Jerry, and I'm not Palestinian.
My name is Rania. I am not Palestinian, but I stand with Palestine.
Palestine is a country that has both Muslim and Christian and Jewish Arabs living in it, or it's an occupied territory, it's not a country.
Currently, as we speak, Palestine is being destroyed. Palestinians are going through genocide and ethnic cleansing.
75 years of occupation being resisted.
It's very disturbing and very disappointing for millions of people who are looking to live as equal human beings.
I think it's important that Americans, Europeans, and the general public get a better understanding of what's going on from a Palestinian.
Justin Bieber posted the
Photo of Gaza
And said,
Praying for Israel.
It's so dumb. You know, he's saying praying for Israel, and then there's a photo of Gaza, and then he deletes it. He deleted it right afterwards because he's like, "Oh, my bad. I didn't realize." Oof.
someone tells me that, I'm gonna rethink. I'm gonna take off everything. I'm gonna go back, reevaluate myself, educate myself, ask people, how did I mess up this bad?
You know, this is what happens when you don't learn geography growing. I think that speaks more to our education system or our global education system. This is why we fact check. This is why we don't blindly post. This is why we don't blindly share.
I'm not surprised that Justin Bieber does not have any idea what is actually happening. And it just shows like the power that Israel has when it comes to like statements from major celebrities, major corporations and institutions that are pro-Israel. And this is like, it can go all the way up to major corporations to like just your friends who literally just don't know enough. And this is a perfect example of that.
Many people who are unfamiliar with the situation, it's easy for them to, misinform the public, spread images that don't necessarily express and explain the current situation that's going on ground. And images like this are, just one of many that we see constantly that show how disinformation can wrench the hearts of millions who see it in the light of it being an Israeli situation compared to it actually highlighting Palestinian situation on ground.
The fact that standing with Palestine has people losing jobs,
Security and safety while standing with Israel.
Simply comes with judgment, should
tell you where the systemic
Imperialistic power imbalance lies.
This tweet hits home for me because I have the luxury that I don't have to fear about my job. I don't have to fear about losing anything. But many of my friends who are not in that same position, they've came to me and they say they wish that they could say more, but they're afraid of what the consequences will be.
I been called a terrorist by people that I considered my friends for supporting Palestine. I had to pass out on a great opportunity for a company that I enjoyed working on due to the fact that they stand with Israel. I had a proposal for a contract get taken last second because they saw my social media and they saw me posting for Palestine.
We're not doing anything. We're like, oh, stop killing them. And it's like, oh, actually, you're going to lose money.
These companies are ran by Zionists, right? And these Zionists are the ones cutting ties with these pro-Palestinians, right? That's how it works. That's why you see a lot of pro-Palestinians lose their jobs.
and it's kind of crazy because you will have people who will publicly say like, we stand and we support Israel and their right to defend themselves, when in reality they're saying we fully support genocide and nobody cares because that's fine. You're like, oh, you can, that's fine to just admit. But the fact that someone, like if I say, I stand with Palestine, people can look at me and be like, oh, what's wrong with you? Why, how dare you stand with Palestine? I have family there and you should stand with Palestine.
The reality is standing with Israel is like, standing with Palestine is for freedom, whereas standing for Israel is like supporting this ethnic cleansing that's going on.
Biden lied this afternoon during a speech saying he'd seen photos of terrorists beheading children.
The White House immediately walked it back.
In saying he, in fact, had not seen photos, only unverified claims.
Disinformation has deadly consequences for Palestinians.
When I saw him make that statement and knowing that there was no verified reports of it, I just didn't know what to say because I knew that this is now going to be used against the Palestinian movement. It's going to be used against anyone who supports Palestine. You're going to be seen as, oh, you support Palestine, you support the killing of children, which is completely the opposite.
There's so much propaganda flying around, and I feel like this is standard practice for Western media here in America and also all across Europe and everything, is to spread disinformation, create a narrative that Palestinians are violent, Palestinians don't deserve safety.
You know, I doubt that the president will watch this video, but if you are, or anyone in the government is watching this video, all I have to say is, Biden, how can you be this irresponsible? How can you not do your due diligence as the president of the United States? How can you be regurgitating a false narrative? As American citizens, who is our source if our president is bringing false information to the public? It's irresponsible, it's uncalled for, and I think I'm asking you to do your due diligence as our president.
Fact checking is very important, and just because a source that you trust says something doesn't mean that it's true right off the bat. You should always double check your sources and make sure that the truth is the truth.
הם נכנסים ואני אומרת להם, יש לי פה 2 ילדים. הדבר הראשון שאני אומרת להם, בעברית? לא, באנגלית. הם מסתכלים ואז אחד אומר לי באנגלית, אל תדאגי, אני מוסלמי, אנחנו לא נפגע בכם. זה תפס אותי מצד אחד בהפתעה, מצד שני זה הוריד לי הרבה לחץ, וישבתי עם הילדים שלי, והמחבלים הביאו כיסא מהפינת אוכל, היה מחבל חמוש כל הזמן איתנו בממ"ד, והשאר מסתובבים בבית. אחד מהם רואה על השיש בננות, אומר לי, אפשר לאכול אחת? אמרתי לו, כן, אתה יכול לאכול אחת.
I just find this really crazy. How like such a normal interaction here could go on in the midst of everything that's happening.
Just the idea of an armed person, you know, coming into your home and asking for a banana, they're probably hungry.
You know, the fact that they're eating bananas, like, I mean, it's small details like that that remove this narrative that these people are barbaric and they're uneducated and things like this.
I think this justifies like the false news that's been going around saying that Hamas beheads children and babies. Clearly, this Israeli civilian, the Hamas fighter broke into her house, right? And they didn't lay a finger on her.
So every time, you know, something happens that's out of like what you expect, it takes you a little bit aback, which is what this woman is referring to, how they just kind of like looked around her home, ate her food, and left.
Just proves that they are a resilience group and that they are following the Sharia law. Is just like, they're not harming women, they're not harming children, they're not harming elders, which is put in the Quran as rules for times of war and protection.
دخلونا على المطار زي ما انتم شفتوا تركنا السيارات تركنا كل شيء. بقينا بنقدر نطلع على المطار ونخرج.
So that was a video of Israelis running to the airport to try and catch a flight out of Israel.
Nobody wants to see war. No one wants to see people being terrorized. Israelis have the ability to flee. They have the ability to find safe havens.
Compared to Gaza, where Israel told them to go to the border and then they bombed the border.
Palestinians don't have access to these airports. They cannot leave.
If it was my land, I'd say. If I had nowhere else to go and I was a native, like, where am I gonna go? Standing here because I know nothing else. But settlers, they know everything and then some. So of course they got places to go.
It's a little bit bittersweet to see innocent little kids just trying to cling to their last sense of normalcy while literally sitting in destruction.
And it just shows that Palestinians, and especially Palestinian children, they will continue to move forward regardless of all the hardships that come their way.
I cherish the fact that they're able to find happiness in the smallest things that we take for granted. These children deserve to preserve their innocence. They deserve to have a life where they can have many toys and many interactions that aren't on rubble.
This is proof. We're really, really privileged. And we forget to say alhamdulillah because just because it's raining outside, we get upset. She's sitting on her broken down house, playing makeup, she's smiling and playing with makeup. Dude, we're so privileged.
أنا بحلم آكل سكر. أنا بحلم إنه يرحل أبوي مثل ما كان. أنا بحلم إنه يرجع المخيم مثل ما كان. أنا بحلم يفتح الطريق. أنا بحلم أفتح الطريق معلش. أنت حلمت قبل شوي كنت عم تحلم إنك عم تاكل سكر. أنا بحلم إنه يرجع أخوي يعيش. عن جد بحلم إنه أخوي يرجع يعيش. قعدنا مشتاق له.
So many things. Oh my God. They look like my brother and his friends. They're 10, 9. They're children. Oh my God. They want simple things that we have every day. We have access to every day.
Like, you look at that and you're like, he should be crying. He should be bawling his eyes out. That's just the saddest thing ever. But he's kind of laughing. And to him, he's like, I would obviously wish to have my brother back because he loves his brother so much.
Their laughter pierces my heart because they're obviously using, their laughter to sort of work through their pain. I mean, the fact that this child says that he wishes his brother could come back and they all laugh because they know that that's not possible.
I mean, I'm sure some child in America has lost their brother, they miss one of their siblings, but like, I don't know, the fact that this answer is like so routine for them, pretty heartbreaking.
It's so sad to see when a child's dreams are something simple. The child wants to eat a shawarma. The child wants to eat sugar. These are basic things in life.
Or instead of dreaming at night about, like being an astronaut or being a doctor or being a YouTuber or a content creator or whatever, they're dreaming about freedom. They're dreaming about peace. They're dreaming about their land being free.
Like to all the Muslims out there, like just you gotta be grateful, especially when you see stuff like this, right? Like you gotta appreciate life, just like the simple things, because you have these kids who are wishing to see their relatives again, and eating sugar, which is like something so basic, right?
There's many things I want people to know about Palestine, but one of the most important things is that we exist. We are a people who have existed for generations. We are not going anywhere. We will continue to dream and fight until our freedom is given to us, until this occupation is over.
Arabs are cool. Like, we're funny. They're resilient people. They're strong people. They love and they get heartbroken.
Palestine is a land that holds just beautiful people that are so welcoming and so carefree and so earnest and so respectful for everyone they come across.
We're a happy people who treat others with hospitality when they visit. We are a giving people. Even now, amidst this chaos, people are sharing with each other, giving back to each other in any way that they can. What I need people to know is that Palestinians are not less worthy than anybody else.
What is happening right now is so scary, and no one deserves to live through what is happening right now. And no one deserves to live a life in fear, and no one deserves to live a life where they dream of freedom. No one deserves to live in an open air prison or in captivity.
I think that it's really important to spread awareness. Every time we share a video, every time we share a story.
To keep in mind is be careful what you watch, what news channel you watch, because like I said, all these news channels are funded by Zionists. And, that's very scary because a lot of people watch the news. So a lot of people are going to be brainwashed. So you don't have to be Palestinian to care about the situation, right? Just like you don't have to be black to support Black Lives Matter. Same situation, right? Oppressed people. So if you support oppressed people, then you'd support Palestine.
You aren't convinced that Palestine and Gaza is an open air prison, an open air concentration camp? Open your phone, go to maps, go to Gaza, zoom in. What you'll see is a pile of ash next to greenery. That in itself is a visual representation of this open air prison. So if you don't know that about Palestine, please check that out. Please connect with a Palestinian. Their unwavering resilience will shower you with insight, whether it be an NGO or even a message to show your solidarity will go so far, and you'll learn so much from them. Thank you again for watching this video. If you want to learn more about how you can be involved or support Palestine, please check out the description box below.